What is poppin', y'all? I'm here to talk about the GOAT Emboar and these really cool buffs and changes I've made for my boy. But before I get into explaining my thought process behind the three all new abilities, all of the crazy new move changes, and how all those move changes function with those abilities and stuff, I want to have a quick disclaimer for new viewers. Shout out to y'all who clicked on this video who haven't, seen my stuff before. Also, shout out to all my returning viewers. I appreciate all you guys. Let me know in the comments down below who you are. But if you're new here, I recommend you pause the video and read the description. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, pause the video, read the description. It's got a lot of really important background info that'll be just useful for you to understand the ROM hack better and my thought process behind things. So definitely make sure you check that out. Um, and then also you can check out the move guide. I'll show it on screen real quick. The Google Sheet itself, when you're done with the video, you can check it out. But yeah, the move guide is very, very important. I recommend just scrolling through it in order if you have yet to do so. But yeah, make sure y'all drop a comment, like, sub if you haven't already, all that good stuff. And yeah, Emboar is super cool. So I obviously wanted them to be very bulky. It makes sense with their design. So 130, 81, 81 bulk, very, very good. Firefighting is also uniquely a pretty good defensive typing. It has a lot of resistances because fire itself has lots of resists. So you've got to resist to fire, grass, ice, bug, dark steel, and you 4 times resist bug, which is super good in a ROM hack like this, so that's fun. Um, and then he has great defensive and offensive ability options. So brute force is very, very straightforward. His speed tier, which base 65 speed, means that he can totally abuse Scarf. Occasionally, if you get a neutral speed nature, which most likely you will be getting, and you have your 20 IVs on all your eggs, you're getting damn, it's even faster than I thought. Oh, that's because I'm used to a different speed tier. Yeah, you're actually hitting damn, base 99, I believe. Yeah, base 99 and below, you're outspeeding. So anything slower than base 100, you will outspeed on the AI. So that's great. So your Emboar, with Scarf and Brute Force, incredibly strong. You can blow things up. Anything faster, of course, you'll need to run Solar Rush or Appetite Slackberry for, or of course Brute Force, Choice Banded, Pyro Dash, or Mach Punch, or Sucker Punch, or First Impression, all of which are, priority options you can take advantage of on Emboar as well. But yeah, defensive Emboar is so fun. I love that he really synergizes with the whole, every Pokemon is like this in this game where they're supposed to be versatile and have multiple ways you can play them for each boss fight. And this guy's no exception, right? You got Appetite, which is incredibly versatile. You can use it defensively, even just for like on Tepic and Pignite, right? Appetite's great because you can essentially uh, run Keyberry, Morangaberry, or Citrus Berry to get +2 defenses, or double Citrus Berry, which is super, super good for, increasing your bulk. And then you can also abuse Slackberry or Lychee Berry for offense and get +2 speed or +2 attack with those. Specifically, I would say +2. I mean, Appetite, Lychee Berry can be good with like priority, but mostly Appetite Slackberry is really good speed wise. You can just do Endure, Weakness Policy. Sorry, not Weakness Policy. Endure Slackberry and get +2 speed and go crazy. You also get reversal at the very end of the hack for the last couple boss fights. Very, very, very powerful offensive tool with Slackberry, Appetite, and reversal. He's also got tons and tons of nuke, just like strong blow up shit type moves that I'll talk about in a bit. But also I want to touch on Engorge, which is really cool with the whole pig theme going on. That's really just a good potent defensive option that will give him +1 in both defenses and immediately eat the berry. So you could do it with Lychee or Salac and not have to get into low HP range, or you can just use it with your Keyberry or your Citrus Berry, and again with Appetite you get double the effect. So that's super, 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 super fun. Very, very just fun mon to play around with those abilities. And then you've also got Solar Rush, which is very, very good. You can use it with Manual Sunny Day. Obviously, if you have a drop Pokemon on your team, then it goes even crazier. I would say Manual Sunny Day, even on Emboar themselves, is great, let alone like Sunny Day Eject Button or Sunny Day Switch Move into your Emboar, whatever it may be. There are all sorts of easy ways to get up the sun and, go on a little rampage for a few turns with that Solar Rush because you're so fast in the sun. You outspeed everything in the game. With even very minimal speed investment, you outspeed pretty much everything you would ever need to, because the thing is you have speed creep, right? So you throw in 100 speed EVs, you outspeed XYZ. So very, very good. It leaves you a lot of room to run an HP investment to be bulkier, and you also won't always need max attack either, especially when you're hitting things super effectively and you're getting the sun boost to your fire moves and stuff. Flavor-wise, the reason I chose Solar Rush is because the Pokedex does mention some things about like taking in heat or some shit, if I remember correctly. I forget, but honestly, it mostly just. I mean, the reason I renamed Chlorophyll into Solar Rush in the first place is because I can give it 2 fire types now, and I also do have to balance this around a couple other firefighting types, Infernape, Blaziken, and Tauros, the Blaze breed. So that is like a bunch of others I have to worry about ability slot overlap and stuff. So I think Solar Rush is really cool. It's good, really cool for a bulky, strong physical attacker. And yeah, Brute Force is just awesome. It can be overkill at times, which is why you're not always going to need to run it. I would say Appetite is the most versatile of his 3 abilities, but Brute Force is obviously still great with Scarf, with Choice Band, even with just like even like AV, right? You could do like AV Drain Punch Brute Force and 1v1 stuff that way, or other things like that. He's also got Morning Sun and a Slack Off early game for healing. Tepig even has stuff like Smog, which is like a guaranteed poison that's super good with Appetite and like bulky sets. What else? Battle Cry is great defensively. That gives that drops attack and total attack by -2. I also opted to give them Parting Shot. That is a limited distribution move in this game. It's not like Sweltering Sun where everything gets Parting Shot. But I think it makes sense for Pignite and Emboar's designs to use it. And it also just again hits home that defensive utility that they have with their bulk and with Appetite and with Parting Shot. So I think that's cool. Burn Up early on is really cool. That's a guaranteed burn 130 power move that also turns them into a pure fighting, which is a lot of really cool defensive utility. You could click it in front of a rock type or something, I don't know. It is a bunch of fun way, or a ground type or whatever. You can get a free burn and get some really good damage too, because it's a 130 power move, right? It's only coming off of 60 special attack on Pignite, but 70 on Emboar, which yes, I did drop their special attack just to make them more of a bulky Pokemon, because I think that their design, like, they should be very tanky looking at them. Some people might not like that. I love mixed attackers. I really do. I mean, if you look at my other changes, I do give a lot of things mixed attacking status, but I think sometimes, especially when I have limited BST like this, because starters are all capped at like 550 for my standards, I think, making him a purely physical attacker for the most part is cool and makes sense. Even stuff like Knockout Punch with like Wide Lens could be good. But yeah, you have like Temper Flare, Flare Blitz. Temper Flare is a Wicked Blow variant, same with Stone Edge, so you can't use those twice in a row. It's the same power as Flare Blitz, but with Flare Blitz you can spam it, so you can click it multiple times in a row, which is definitely a big advantage with like Choice Band or Choice Scarf or Appetite or whatever it is, right? However, you do take recoil, so keep that in mind. Headlong Rush is obviously great coverage. You've already got your EQ, Wild Charge, Health Thrust, Play Rough, all this good stuff. Also, so the reason Superpower and Blazing Assault are at level 60 is because they're so powerful. Also, like Head Smash, I put that earlier on just because it's kind of like a move they were kind of known for in vanilla. Also, I believe if you're wondering about Reckless, I should have mentioned this earlier. If you're wondering where Reckless went, number one, I think Brute Force is way fucking cooler, and it is definitely like a better ability. I believe I also put Reckless on a different firefighting, if I remember correctly. I'm not going to spoil which one yet, but I mean, you can probably guess based on Sweltering Sun's stuff. But yeah. What else is there? Yeah, Superpower and Blazing Assault are both 140 power stab moves that drop your attack by -2. So with Brute Force, those are insane nukes. Those will drop like even neutral targets easily for that point in the game. I mean, obviously they have to be relatively frail, like not super bulky Pokemon, but yeah, it's very, very strong. Yeah, even so like Belly Drum plus like Appetite, for example, with Citrus Berry is pretty cool. And you can do those with your Mach Punch and your Power Dash and your Sucker Punch, so that's all really fun for endgame. And yeah, in general, Emboar's the GOAT. I like his changes a lot. I like the way I've changed him up. Obviously, he's still got his good old reliable like CC, Hammer Arm, 100% accurate, same power as CC, but it drops speed instead of dropping defenses. Brutal Swing is a stronger version of Health Thrust, which is like a just Dark type double edge. Cool shit, man. Cool shit overall. Thanks for listening. Shout out to you if you did make it to the end. I'd appreciate it if you did. Drop a comment if you did. Let me know who you are. Yeah, and I'll be back for more coming up, y'all. Peace.